What's going on YouTube? I'm doing another gun review, a quick gun review. This is of my Savage MSR 10 long range. There is another version of this gun, a newer version that Savage just came out with. It's the MSR 10 Precision. I won't get into that, but if you're interested in looking at the difference, seeing what the difference is, checking out that gun, you can go on their website. This gun is in 6.5 Creedmoor. That's the caliber. Flat shooting, awesome shooting round. 6.5, being that this is a 6.5, this MSR 10 has a 22-inch barrel. If you get in the 308 version, it has a 20-inch barrel. As you can see, it does have a muzzle flash up there. Okay. Third pitch is 5/8 by 24 TPI. So if you're thinking about getting a suppressor, that's what you would need to know. That's what I got a 30 cal can. Hopefully it'll be here by the end of the year. I've got it in 5/8 by 24 TPI. I got it in that third pitch. So it'll fit on this and my other ARs that I have. Again, this is in 6.5 Creedmoor. Let's see. From the beginning, I already went over the barrel, the muzzle brake. It's got up there. It does have an adjustable gas block. Once you get that dial in, you shouldn't have any problems as long as you keep this gun cleaned and maintained. But this isn't the type of AR I think that you can just run and not have issues with the gas block. You're gonna have to probably be constantly adjusting it. So you do need to keep it clean. Like I said, I've had no issues so far with the adjustable gas block. I don't know what number I have it on. I used to know that, but I don't know now. I've got about 300 rounds through this gun. Not many. I used it for the first time last year. I bought it last December, I believe it was. Maybe a little bit before then, but actually I think it was last December. So I don't have many rounds to this gun at all. I've only shot it a few times. Like I said, I've got maybe 300 rounds to this gun, if that. Don't shoot it a lot because 6.5 will wear down the barrel quick. So that's something I'm not looking forward to. That's one of the downsides. That's why I don't shoot so much. And also 6.5 is not cheap. So it's not an ammo that I just want to be slinging around all day or hours at a time at a range multiple times during a week. You know, that adds up. So I've got this gun mostly for shooting long distance. The closest range I have to me, I can get out to a little over 600 yards. And so for hunting purposes. I've also got a Bagheera HMR 14 and 6.5 also. I'll do a review on that later on. As you can see here, it's mounted. I have mounted on top of this a Vortex Razor HD Gen 2. It has the EBR 1C reticle, which is in mils. I don't have the Christmas tree. I don't think there's any need for the Christmas tree for the purposes that I use this gun for. Like I said, primarily just shooting at the range and hunting. I don't have a problem using the Christmas tree or Horus reticle, but keeping it plain and simple and less cluttered, it's a little bit easier and smoother for me. Plus, I have the Bushnell 1 mile arc rangefinder with the Kestrel. With those two linked together, range and target, and it sends the feedback to my Kestrel, gives me the correct dial up, windage, and all that stuff, and I just have to dial up. And I can dial up windage and elevation, or just dial up windage and hold, but I prefer to dial up both. That's just something I like to do. And I'm on the target money. I'm getting well under half-inch MOA shot group with this gun at 100 yards. I'm shooting the Hornady. I was shooting the 140 grain target match ammo. Just switched to the 143, and that was just purely for hunting purposes. So I'm hoping the accuracy is still there, like I have with the 140s. Maybe a little bit closer. I know it's a heavier bullet, so I might have a little bit more dispersion as opposed to shooting the 140 grain match ELD match bullet by Hornady. But I'm loving this gun. It is a heavy gun. I shoot it either off the bipods like it is, or I shoot it off my pig saddle that I have. Those are the two different platforms that I use, either the bipod or off the tripod with the pick saddle. Those are the two ways I like to shoot this gun. I'm accurate both ways. I prefer to shoot it in the prone, but I've become pretty accurate shooting it off the using the pick saddle and shooting it that way also. Let's see. Let me give you some more specs. It's a direct impingement semi-auto. 22-inch barrel length. Carbon barrels made out of carbon steel. 6.5 Creedmoor. The magazine capacity is a 10-round magazines. I've got a couple magazines for this. Magpools. Right-hand twist. Overall length 43.13 to 45.13 inches. Rate of twist 1 and 8. 5R. 5R rifling. So 5R rifling is pretty good. There's a few guns out there, and they've been known to have the accuracy. Aluminum 70-75. Synthetic stock. Pistol grip, and it's weighing in bare gun without any accessories, 10 pounds. As you can see, it does have the charging handle on the side, which I do like that. So if you don't want to, like, my scope is pretty close to my charging handle on the back, so it's a lot easier for me just to reach up and charge using the charging handle on the side, as opposed to my actual charging bolt in the back. The one thing I do like about it, the charging handle on the side does not reciprocate with the bolt. It stays in place. It's fixed. So that is a great thing. So that's one less part that can malfunction or break on you or go, awry on you. I wish it was. I did have an ambidextrous safety. It doesn't. That's something that I think I'm going to change. And I think I'm going to change the trigger too. The buttstock. Magpool, I believe, or similar to Magpool. I've got it set up for my correct length of pull, and it's comfortable. It's comfortable in the prone, and it's comfortable shooting off of a tripod also. It's a very accurate gun. Like I said, once you get everything adjusted correctly, once you get your gas block up there adjusted to where the rounds are, you got the correct amount of gas flowing, you're not getting any jams, or your boat's not locking forward, and you still have rounds in your magazine, and your boat's operating the way it's supposed to. It's very accurate. There's no recoil at all. None. I'm going to have to adjust that gas block once my suppressor gets here, because I know it's going to change. And like I said, I've got the Vortex Razor HD Gen 2 4.5 to 27 in mils. That's the only thing I shoot now, mils. I love it. It's so much more accurate, I think. As opposed to shooting MOA, where you're only really getting, what, a quarter or half MOA adjustment at a time. Mils are intense, so I can get down, a lot finer adjustment. And it's just, to me, mils is just a lot more simpler. I come from a military background. We use mils, so it's just convenient for me. But that's going to conclude it. I'm not going to take up a lot of time. I just want to do a quick review of my gun here. My rifle, my AR-10 long range, made by Savage, a very reputable gun company. And like I said, they do have a different version of this, a more updated version. I would call it the Gen 2 version. It's the MSR 10 Precision, I believe it's called. If you want to know more about that, you can look it up. You can go to their website and look it up. But this is a great combination here with the scope and rifle. I'm actually thinking about taking that scope off and putting my Ares BTR up there and putting that on my HMR, since I'm going to be using my HMR a lot more to hunt this year. And I've got a longer barrel. Got a 24-inch barrel on my HMR, I believe. So that's going to help me give me a little bit more velocity and a little bit more accuracy. But you still get the same thing with a shorter, stiffer barrel also. I just think I'd be better off putting that scope onto my HMR. We'll see when I get there. But I've got, I think those are burst rings up there, and I've got sequence rings on my HMR with my Ares up there. And again, this scope is in 4.5 to 27. I always keep the sunshade on my scopes. I like the look, and I just like to keep them up there. It screws on, screws off. It doesn't hinder me in any way, so it's just convenient for me. It's got locking turrets. Screw off the top to make your adjustments. There's a little wheel in there with numbers. There's no clicking, but you can fine tune, like detail, small adjustments. It's very, very, very small micro increments with the scope here. I love it. But that's going to conclude my video and review of the Savage MSR 10 long range. There's a couple of videos out there now, so this will be just one more added to it. If you like what you see, like, share, and subscribe, and have a blessed day.